所看到在西元后380
a
年
long time ago.
很久很久以前，
And he died in 460 AD.
然后在西元之后460年逝世。
So he lived a full life of 80 years.
他整整活了，享受了80岁，
Okay, and he also lived in England,
而且他也住在英国。
but he became a slave in Ireland from the age of 16 to 22.
但不幸他在16岁的时候呢，他就成为了爱尔兰的奴隶。
So these Irish pirates came to England and captured him and took him when he was 16 years old.
像爱尔兰呢侵入了英国，然后把他俘虏成为的奴隶，然后
So-
绑架了他。
After they kidnapped him, they took him to Ireland and made him work on their sheep farms.
在绑架他之后呢，他把派翠克带回了爱尔兰，让他在放羊场里面工作。
So before he was kidnapped, he knew a little bit about God.
在他被绑架之前，他对上帝了解的不多。
So many times when life is good and easy, we forget about God.
很多时候，当生活非常容易的时候，我们就忘记了上帝。
But when times are difficult and hard, we begin to pray and seek God.
当我们面临困难的时候，我们又开始祷告，寻求上帝的协助。
Sometimes we're like that, aren't we?
我们就是像这样子的吧，对吧？
That's Patrick's testimony.
这是派翠克的理论。
When he was working on these sheep farms, he began to pray and seek God.
当他说他在牧羊场工作的时候，他就开始向上帝祷告。
And while he was praying, he felt that God said, "You're going to escape."
他在祷告的时候，他感受到上帝告诉他：“哎，你应该要逃跑。
He actually heard a voice telling him he would go home soon. ”
他是真的有听到一个声音告诉他说，他很快就能回家了，
And he heard that a ship was waiting for him.
而且他感应到有一个船是准备好，
And he actually did escape from his master.
而且到最后他是真的从他主人那边逃脱出去。
So he went to a port and he found a ship going back to England.
然后他到了港口边，哎，真的发现有一艘船能够带他回到英国。
So even though the captain didn't want to take him, but he eventually did.
虽然过程中呢，船长是有点觉得说，哎，不想让他上船，但是到最后呢，还是让他回到英国了。
So he was a prisoner from the age of 16 to 22.
所以他在爱尔兰呢，成为奴隶，从16岁到22岁的时候。
These are precious years of his youth.
这是他珍贵的6年的年华。
And he was under the pirates' rules and restrictions and harsh treatment.
他受尽了海盗的规则、限制还残酷的对待。
And I want to share a little bit about Ireland at that time.
对，我想要分享一下爱尔兰在那个时候。
So there was various tribes in Ireland, and there were pagan kings who even practiced human sacrifice.
当时的爱尔兰处在的状况是有不同民族统治者，而且异教徒的国王甚至执行拿活人献祭这个习俗。
Now we all know Apostle Paul,
我们都知道传道者保罗，
and he brought the gospel to Rome.
他是已经将福音带到罗马地区。
And a few hundred years later, Rome sent missionaries to Ireland.
但再过100多年之后，罗马才派遣传教士前往爱尔兰做传教。
But all of the missionaries sent before Patrick were not received by the people of Ireland.
但在派翠克之前，送过去的传教士被当地的爱尔兰居民是没有被接受的，
They could not affect this nation
他们没有办法把福音好好的传递到国家，
because the people of Ireland were ruled by the evil deeds of their flesh.
因为当时居民呢是被流着恶魔肉身的人所统治
These people were pirates, fighters, and warriors.
他们是海盗、战士跟武士，
They were not kind people.
他们不是善类。
So as I mentioned, Patrick felt God telling him to escape after 6 years.
前面我讲到上帝告诉派翠克，在6年之后你要逃跑。
Most people would think, oh, what a relief.
很多人会想说，哎呀，终于逃出来了，
I'm finally free.
我终于自由了，
I'm finally going
我
home.
终于可以回家了。
But not Patrick.
但是派翠克没有这样想，
As he continued to pray, he felt called to go back to Ireland and bring the good news of Jesus.
就在他一直祷告的期间，他觉得，哎，他有一个信念，他一定要回到爱尔兰，而且还要传递福音给当地的居民。
So let's talk about what happened in Patrick's faith in his heart with God.
那我们来讨论一下派翠克在这6年间对上帝起了什么样的信念。